So before I start this video, some people have been asking if I have a Discord server, and I do for my main channel. However, all you need to do is join the link in the description and then react with the cookie roll to get access to the cookie clicker chats. I'll add some more later. But thank you guys for watching and enjoy the video. Alright, welcome back guys. So I just want to remind you that you do want to be attending to your garden because it will be very beneficial in the late game stage. So make sure you have the wiki open. Here's the garden tree, and what I like to go for is the plant that will most likely mutate first. So what we're doing is I place down some meadowweed, and there's a 10% chance when you harvest it to either get brown mold or crumb spore. So those are the two next plants that you can get that are easiest, and they're essential to making all the plants because you want to make all the plants. It's for achievement, and the queen beets are very useful. And the golden clovers, most of them are quite useful, so you definitely want to try and do that while you wait for the golden cookies. As a reminder, you want to use the second soil when they're growing. If they have positive effects, you want to use the third soil to boost the effects. If you want to mutate faster, you want to put it on the fifth soil. Basically what the queen beets do is it will give you 1 hour of cookies per second capped at a certain percentage of your bank, so that's useful later when you have quite a lot of buffs stacked and then you harvest the queen beets, resulting in a lot of cookies, and that is the late game strat. So now you could, I got an elder frenzy here, but I actually got it during a clot, but you just want to save just in case, just to prepare, because elder frenzies don't last that long, so I always save just in case I mess up. You can refresh a few times. I did mess up a few times, but you never want to click a cookie during a clot because it could be Elder Frenzy clot, which is halving your potential value. But I still got a lot of cookies per second. Still got clot, Elder Frenzy, and Click Frenzy. Could have been a bit better, but we're really at 1 billion heavenly chips. And that is potential when you get better buffs. You can also see in the garden I've unlocked a few new plants, and those were unlocked for harvesting the meadowweeds when they were mature, and then you just gotta wait until the next plants get mature. Make sure you harvest the new plants when they're fully mature, because otherwise you won't unlock the seed. Just a reminder. So I unlocked a few more plants there. So there you go, I unlocked the white mildew seed there because I harvested it when it was mature. And the white mildew is mutated from the brown mold, which you get from the meadowweed. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to end the ascension where I have my prestige level ends in 6-7, so that's why I've got the calculator here. So you have to go to the options and turn off short numbers if you have too many heavenly chips to see what your prestige level ends in, and then you do 77777 minus your last 6 digits of the prestige level. Bit complicated, and that is what the prestige level needs to end in your legacy screen, because obviously if you add them together you'll get the 6 7s. There is the calculation that I did. By selling the most expensive buildings, your prestige goes up a lot slower, so it's a lot more manageable. So I played it a bit safe. It might take a couple minutes, but I want to really make sure I don't go over the limit, because once you go over you're going to have to get to another million legacy, which might take a while, and it's hard to like gauge how long that will take. Try and do the Lucky Payout one as quickly as possible, because you know in the later stages of the game you're going to earn heavenly chips much faster, so it'll be harder to slow it down. And make sure you don't click any golden keys and any reindeer, obviously, while waiting when it's slow, otherwise it'll shoot up. So right now I'm only 3 away right now, so I'm just making sure I don't go over. And it does take a little bit of time when you press yes, maybe about 1/4 of a second, so just keep that in mind. Click it a little bit earlier than you should. But there you go, lucky number and lucky payout. I got both in one. And once you get those two, you don't have to worry about those anymore for the rest of your life. That one's like the most annoying achievement, but there you go. Now I'll just show you which heavenly upgrades I got. You should have the synergy one by now, I said in the other video, but I bought the synergies one. Synergy Volume 2, that one's good. But now it doesn't really matter much what you get, especially if you have about 1 billion. You just get all the cheap ones and you'll be alright. Actually, what we're going to do now is we're going to actually reincarnate with a challenge mode called Born Again, and this makes it so prestige level has no effect. The reason why we do this is because you get 2 achievements that you can only do in Born Again, where the first one you get to 1,000,000 cookies while I've only clicked 15 times, and the other one is get to 1,000,000,000 without purchasing any upgrades. These will take maybe a day at most, especially if you just, for the one where you have to get to 1,000,000,000, just leave the game on overnight. It wouldn't take too long, because you can still get the golden cookies for the first one, and then not having upgrades is kind of annoying because clicking becomes kind of redundant. But you can just leave it on for a while and you'll get it. These aren't too hard, but these are the 2 achievements you need for Born Again. And I would advise resetting after you've done the first one, because doing the first one without any upgrades makes it a lot harder. So don't try to do 2 at once. So now as you see, we've got the never click achievement. I got to 1,000,000 cookies. Gonna reset now, and then I'll do another time skip when I get to 1,000,000,000 without any upgrades. There you go. Didn't take too long, but now we can resume the normal play because we did get the 2 achievements. Don't have to worry about Born Again anymore. I really hope in new updates he added more challenge modes, because it's been a good few years with only being 1 challenge mode. So I'm very excited for the next update. Now I think I'll end off this video by just giving you another reminder of how much money you should spend after getting a combo. So all you have to do is remember the number 42,000, and all you have to do is times your CPS by 42,000, and then make sure you have at least that much in your bank, because that will ensure you get the maximum bonus from Frenzy plus Lucky. Just wanted a quick reminder, since you might have only been watching the more recent videos. I did mention this at the start of the series, but I want to mention it again. And a reminder to just try and get your buildings to the next multiple of 50 as always, just for some more achievements. Always go for that. The achievements go up until 550 of each building, with the cursors and grandmas I think going to 600 for the achievements. And remember, achievements equals milk, and more milk equals more CPS. And I'll see you guys in the next video.